interwebs, and thanks for tuning into TradeChat. My name's Panzer, and today I'm going to be doing a questions and panzers for the month of January of 2015. I hope that you enjoy this video, and if you do, remember to hit thumbs up. Our first question is from Sam Souter, and she asked, how many level 100s do you have so far? Believe it or not, guys, I only have one level 100 so far. In the past, I've been known for my alcoholic tendencies. In this expansion, I committed myself to playing one character and not getting distracted and changing mains and going crazy. I have started leveling in alt, but they will be in alt. Like, like I said, I have a really bad habit of not being loyal to my main, and I'm doing it this expansion. My main is my shaman, and that's just how it's gonna be. Dane Bonnewell asks, do you play any mobile games? And sir, I do play a few mobile games. I don't play mobile games often, but if I'm in the car and someone else is driving, or if I can't sleep, I'll pick up my phone and play some games. My two main phone games are Ruzzle, which is kind of like Boggle, it's a word game, and I also really like Fat Princess Piece of Cake, which is sort of like a mix between Bejeweled and a turn-based RPG. They're both free. I like free things. What up? Wyatt Shepard asked, what started your desire to make YouTube a career and what continues that fire? This is a question that I kind of get asked different variations of a lot. I've probably answered it about 47 times in different Q&As, but since it keeps getting asked, I may as well answer it, I guess. I never intended for YouTube to be a career. I still don't think of YouTube as a career. I know that a lot of people who are on YouTube think of it as a career, but I don't. It is paying my bills, yes. But is it I think of a career as something that's like, you work there until you retire, and you have like a retirement plan and a Roth IRA and benefits. YouTube is not that for me. It's a hobby that pays, which is awesome. It doesn't feel like work. I mean, it kind of does sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, You know what's funny though? Now that I think about that before I complain. When I think about YouTube as work, it's not even the writing or the filming or the editing or the uploading. Do you know what's work? Showering. Friggin' lame. Boy YouTubers, men, they can just be like, I'm just rolling out of bed, rubbing the sleep out of my eyes and film a video. Girl YouTubers can't do that. I have to have hair things going on and makeup things, or else people are like, are you sick? Are you tired? Are you high? I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. So that's the only part about YouTube that feels like work, is when I have to get cute, because I don't want to, I only half do it. Look, I'm wearing sweats. I'm wearing orange sweats. Other than that, YouTube's just fun. It's kind of just like talking to my buddies, and I'm talking about things that I enjoy talking about. Sometimes I get free stuff. I get to review cool products. I get to talk about my favorite thing in the whole world, World of Warcraft. Senpai notices me sometimes. That's cool. So I don't know. I don't really think of YouTube as a career. I don't think YouTube's been around long enough to actually treat it like a career option. I mean, I know there are some people who have definitely made more of themselves, like Philip DeFranco, he has a company. I don't have a company. It's just me and my old ass camera and you guys. That's the crew. That's everybody. So that is the truth. I will ride out YouTube as long as people watch my videos. And when I say people, I mean 4. I don't need a high view count to be happy. As long as people are enjoying my videos, that warms my heart pieces. So that's the answer to that question, sort of, I guess. Billy Joe asked, would you go back on King of the Nerds if they had a reunion or some sort of game? No. No, 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 never, no, 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 no. I went on King of the Nerds because my dad was sick and I wanted to win money so that I could help him get other treatment, and reality TV is a weird thing. They film you so much that they can pick out little moments in time and then copy pasta them together to make any storyline in the world that they want. And for some reason, they chose villain as my storyline, which is really bizarre because I was there to win money for my dad who had cancer. I know it's dumb to get your feelings hurt by television producers, but it really hurt my feelings that television producers manipulated my really serious emotions for the sake of people's entertainment. And I guess they kind of knew that would happen going in, but I didn't think it would happen to the extreme that it did. Like they interview you and they do all sorts of things. And I would go in for interviews and they'd say things like, Danielle, you're not doing so well today. And, I feel like for you more than anybody else, this competition is really like life and death. I mean, if you lose and your dad dies, is it your fault? And I was there for, I think 45 days. I was there for a long time. And we weren't allowed to call home. We weren't allowed to write letters home. We were allowed zero contact with home. And I am an absolute homebody. I am home constantly. Like, people will invite me to go places. They're like, oh, Danielle, let's go to this place. There's like a pop-in party happening. And I'm just like, oh, but outside. I'm definitely a homebody. I like my own space. I like my own places. And I was just really out of my element and very emotional, and I didn't sleep very well. Like, I don't even sleep in like hotels, no less like a dorm room with 4 people who I barely know. So I was like not sleeping. I think I pulled like 3 or 4 all-nighters while I was there, and the nights I did sleep, I was getting like 4 hours of sleep. And the food was weird, and like I definitely am a comfort eater. When I'm stressed or sad or worried, I eat, and that makes me feel better, which I'm not saying is good for you. But it was just, I was so out of my element. And then, like I said, I was like kind of very manipulated into feeling different things, which is their job. I don't fault them for doing their job, but every day, all they did was talk about my dad, and they managed to cut out all of that. That was 95% of my time there was me talking about trying to win money for my dad. And I didn't win. I didn't win. And if I didn't win, and my dad died, so that was just not a good experience for me. And it's crazy, because that show aired like 2 years ago. It filmed almost 3 years ago, and I'm still getting like a crazy amount of hate about it, like tweets, and just people are crazy. Bitches be tripping. No, I would not. I would not do anything like television related, unless it was like Ellen DeGeneres. I would, Ellen, call me. I will be on your show. I'll do it, Ellen. I'll do it for you. Elizabeth Wright asked, what are your favorite TV shows? I like TV. I used to always say, like, I don't watch TV, which is sort of true. And then last year, we got a huge TV, like a ginormous, like unnecessary. It's like 70 inches. The thing is obscene. And now I'm all about it. Like, I watch Game of Thrones. I watch The Walking Dead. I watch Once Upon a Time. I watch Haven. I just got into Arrow recently. I really like it. One of my favorite shows of all time is Legends of the Seeker. I really like fantasy, superhero, action-y type stuff, I guess. But then again, I will also sit and like play Hearthstone on my iPad while I watch the Food Network for like 8 straight hours. Like, I love the Food Network, and I love HGTV, because I think when YouTube gives out on me as a viable option, I might be a real estate agent or like a home decorator or something, because I eat that shit up, man. Like, let me organize your house. Let me pick out your furniture. I can do this. It will be great. Trust me. Adrienne Crean asks, do you have a favorite hobby besides gaming? I actually answered one of her questions in my last Q&A video, because she asks good questions. And I actually have a few hobbies outside of gaming. I really like doing crafty things with my hands. I like sewing. I knit sometimes. I like drawing and painting, and I enjoy making jewelry. I enjoy sculpting with Sculpey and stuff like that. And I recently got into probably what is considered to be like the weirdest hobby of all time. But hear me out. Okay, so I bought a ball jointed doll, which a lot of people have no idea what even that is. And you know what? That's fine. That's cool. I didn't know what it was before I got into it either. But the reason I'm into ball jointed dolls is because it kind of joins all of my outside of video game interests together. I can like sew clothes for her, and I can like make wigs for her and like dye them all crazy colors, and I can make like weapons and stuff out of Sculpey for her. I can make jewelry for her. So pretty much all of the things I enjoy doing, I can just do on a smaller scale. I also enjoy making cosplays, but I don't enjoy cosplaying, because I don't like the attention that comes with it. I don't like the comments. And you know, a lot of the cosplay community is really great. I'm not going to knock the cosplay community at all. But there are some people within the cosplay community that are just, I guess, attention seeking. I can't really describe it. It's just like, cosplaying is weird for me, but I really enjoy the art of it, and so I got a doll so that I could make her cosplays, and the doll that I have has like a scar on her face, so I'm gonna make her like a femme Kakashi and like a femme Rengar, and I'm real excited about it. So that's what I'm into right now, other than gaming, is like dolls and making stuff for my doll, which I know sounds super weird. It's cool. Like, you can totally think I'm weird, but I'm excited about it. Hold on. I'm going to show her to you. Don't freak out, though, because her face isn't painted yet, and she doesn't have a wig on, so she sort of looks a little sickly, but just put that aside, okay? This is her. This is her face, right? Her eye was closed. This eye with the scar on it was closed, and I used a Dremel and carved it open, so that's the thing. And I like made her outfit, which, my God, if you have any idea about sewing, pants are so hard to make, and I made tiny little pants, and they came out so good, right? So yeah, I'm really liking this right now because I can do so many different things within the hobby that, like, I feel weird talking about this. I'm moving on to the next question. Thanks. Last question of the day is from Panda Tammy, and it says, are you going to bring back the Surrender 20 Weekly Recap or Riot, please? I miss it. No. I'm not going to talk about games that I don't play. Like, I'm not going to do that. That's posery. That's obnoxious. I don't understand how, as a girl, like, I have to constantly prove all the things that I do and prove my worth. But then, like, people are begging me to talk about a game that I no longer have interest in. I'm not going to talk about League of Legends. Unless I, like, randomly start, like, going, like, balls deep into League of Legends again and just, like, ham on League of Legends, then maybe I'll consider it. But I don't think I would do the Surrender at 20 recap again because I personally feel really bad about the way that situation went down because I was doing the Surrender at 20 recap, everything was fine, and then I was, like, playing League less and less, and then my dad got sick, and then I just, like, stopped doing recaps. I just could not handle, like, it was really hard for me to talk about because I had lost interest in it, and then I had all these, like, emotional feel things going on, and I just didn't. So, like, I feel really bad, like, as a professional human being that I, like, neglected a responsibility, I guess. I know that sounds kind of lame because it's just an internet video. It's no big deal, but it feels like a big deal to me because I'm not the kind of person that's late. I'm on time. I do things when I say I'm going to do them. I, like, really have strong work ethics, so kind of, like, I don't know. I feel like I kind of bounced on a responsibility. And I don't feel like I deserve that spot. Like, if they had someone else do the recap in the future, I would completely understand. Like, I wouldn't, I was not told that bridges were burned or anything like that. I still talk to some of the people from the website, like, on Twitter and stuff. Like, everything's cool. Like, nobody's mad at each other or anything. But, like, I feel personally really guilty about the way that unfolded just because it was just the way life happened was so crappy, and I feel like they got the raw end of the deal in that. So no, I'm not going to make videos about League of Legends. I have no intentions of doing that. Honestly, if I probably started doing videos about a MOBA-type game, it would be Heroes of the Storm because I'm a Blizzard fangirl. I'm always going to be a Blizzard fangirl. You can throw all these other games at me that are just a weird version of WoW and a weird version of Diablo and a weird version of Hearthstone and a weird version of Heroes of the Storm, and I'm still gonna like Blizzard's version better. It's just the way it is. These are my fangirl feels. I'm sorry. So those were my questions for the January Q&A. From now on, I'm actually going to be taking my questions from the comments of YouTube because I'm going to be doing one of these once a month. So if you have a question that you want answered in the February, oh my God, can you believe that we're talking about February 2015? I can't. But if you want to ask a question to potentially be answered in the questions and panzers for February of 2015, leave it in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please thumb it up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and all those things. Also, don't worry, this is just clip-ins. I did not dye my hair. Don't freak out. It's just clip-ins. I'm gonna go. I love you all. You're in my hearts. I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.